Welcome back into Main Street Living. Quincy, I've been thinking about it, and they say laughter is the best medicine. So you're kind of like a doctor, right?
Kind of, sort of, and it also keeps you young and youthful looking too. It's so true that laughter is the best medicine, Danielle, because it does strengthen your immune system. It boosts your mood, diminishes pain, and protects you from, damaging effects of stress. Plus, it's pretty darn fun, especially if you get a chance to tell the jokes too, right? So our next guest, she's committed to keeping laughter going by providing support to comedians. So welcome the co-founder of Comedy Gives Back, Amber J. What's going on, Amber?
Hello. Hi, everybody. Woo!
She came in, guns a-blazing. She's ready to have some fun. Now, Amber J., your resume is long, okay? But you work with a lot of comedians, and a decade ago, you started Comedy Gives Back. So can you tell us what that is?
Yeah, so I like to say 10 years ago, 3 chicks walked into a bar asking the question, can we raise the vibration of the planet through laughter? And that is when Comedy Gives Back was born. And so we married comedy, charity, and live streaming 10 years ago. Little did I know it would take a pandemic to be an overnight sensation.
Wow.
Wow. So you brought up the pandemic. A lot of comedians lost their livelihoods here, right? I mean, they couldn't go out and work at clubs. So what did you guys do to help?
Yeah. Well, the cruise ships closed, the clubs closed, the bread and butter and the middle class of comedians collapsed. And we had this kind of shift 2 years ago to be the safety net of the comedy community. Little did we know it'd be a pandemic that would shift it into high gear. But comics need, so our whole model was to give grants in times of distress and need. Here we are, all of a sudden, a relief organization. So we decided to put on a show because that's what we do. That's where we came from, is comedy, charity, and live streaming. So we can live stream and did live stream. We had a crew of over 100 people in their homes and in command centers, and 90 comedians across 8 hours. We created Comedy Gives Back Laugh Aid.
Wow, that is pretty cool. And I know for me, trying to transition to the virtual was very tough because I was always so used to being in front of people. But what has the response been to Comedy Gives Back?
Well, so we raised almost $1 million in the pandemic, and we've given out 1,000 grants to comedians. And so I know that's not life altering, but it's enough that maybe they get to feed their family, and keeps us in the game. Comedians, I feel, and it's been our experience, don't get the credit for being the artists that they are. Mm-hmm. Comedians are the soothsayers and the truth tellers and of our culture and society. Mm-hmm. And we must keep you and all the other comedians taken care of so you can continue with your art.
Who were some of the comedians that you guys helped out?
Well, they run the gamut of people you've heard of and then no names. There were qualifications to become qualified to get the grant. Mm-hmm. So we actually served the entire globe, the world, but our focus is the United States and North America. We had, and what came out of it is community. So one of the things that was really cool of Comedy Gives Back Laugh Aid was the green room. Mm. So we had Adam Sandler and Jim Gaffigan and Michelle Buteau and Roy Wood Jr. and you name it, all backstage. We were backstage here before they went on the main show.
Yeah,
that was the show. They were, roasting each other, but they were so happy to hang out. And that's one of the byproducts that has come from the pandemic and having us be online is we created Comedy Gives Back Connect. So comedians come together twice a month on various topics, and we do tools, we do mental health, we support the comedy community. But the thing that was most potent and important, and you tell me if you agree, is the connection.
Yeah.
And coming together and sharing, you know, our experiences and our jokes, you know.
So, I mean, why do you think comedy is especially important right now where we're at in life?
Well, you know, you were talking to it earlier, is it really is our mental health. Comedy actually is proven scientifically to raise our moods, to support our health, our immune systems.
Yeah.
So without it, we can become ill. Mm-hmm. So, and the next pandemic, the next epidemic is depression.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you know, I struggled with that, feeling like, you know, I wasn't enough because I wasn't doing what I was normally doing, you know, for the years. I've been doing it for 22 years. So for it to come to a stop, it was like, So really quick, I wish we could talk to you longer. Where can viewers go to help?
Come to comedygivesback.com. There are many ways to donate. We have a donor box, and you can also text LAUGH to 707070.
Good. I'm going to contact you today.
Yes.
Thank you guys for keeping the laughter alive.
Thank you.
All right. I love today's show. I love that we're talking to so many people that love to give back. We're going to keep that theme going. So stick with us. It's coming up. We're going to talk to some co-founders from a revolutionary community market. You don't want to miss this one.